Hello guys, it's Khak-Ira, and I thought I'd do something a little bit different, and I'll show off like a Sage deck that I've been working on and I've been enjoying a lot. And it's something I think that was really good for what's happening on the Pro Tour this weekend, but fortunately, I don't think it'll see the light of day, and then we're gonna hit like a new meta with a new band, so I know it might not have a shine, but if you got any skirmishes and stuff, it'll be pretty good. Or if you just want to mess around now with your locals, Sage armories and stuff like that. So just to get a little backstory, like last Wednesday, I was kind of like, I'm obviously I wasn't going to any events. I was like, I'll mess around a little bit because it was Shanghai. I was like, everyone's playing Ira. Ira looks like a top deck. Let me build an Ira that I want to play. So I play this Khak-Ira Ira, and I'm just like, this deck's not too bad. This deck seems fun. Maybe I'll play for a bit and I'll get over it. And then as I was playing it more and more, and I was just like, wait, this deck's kind of saucy. This deck kind of might be exactly what I want it to be. And then as I played it more and more, I got really into it, and I feel like this could be the best version of Ira, the current meta. But I didn't really want to talk about it because I was like, oh, I'll develop it a bit, and then maybe if any of my friends want to take it to either there was Shanghai, Shanghai like a week ago, and then the Proto this weekend. But I think unfortunately, because it was such short notice, a lot of people didn't feel like they wanted to believe and send it, but so let's spread it out for the public to enjoy instead. If I was a PT Yokohama, I couldn't speak English like that. If I was the PT this weekend, I think I would have registered this 80, this 55. It would obviously be with Mario in this. It seemed to be a common one. Also, I've just been finishing watching the current day 2. I won't say any spoilers in case someone hasn't watched it, but really sick top 8. I'm really excited to watch the top 8 tomorrow. It's gonna be it'll be a crazy. It's been a good weekend so far. I'm excited to see more of it. Okay, to get into the deck. Enough random waffling from me. It's obviously Khak-Ira based, so we want to run all the stuff that makes tigers. So we have a tiger, and then this makes a tiger. And we have like 2 like sideboard based tiger. Then we got the block cards that make tigers. It plays like a very low to the floor version of the current Ira. So current Ira is like Kadachi, 2 cost, 1 cost. This is more 0 costs and very few 1 costs. So you have like less blues than a normal Ira, but you have like enough blues to do like really good weapon turns. And like this deck is just more explosive with more on hits, and you just have a better like matchup spread into like any slow deck. I feel like you're very favored. So I feel very favored into Oldhim and Florian, and then these are like 2 decks that could sometimes struggle with Ira. The thing that this deck has, like all aggro decks, is if you play other aggro mirrors and you go first, it can seem a bit skeptical. But that's so we have a bunch of tech cards regarding that. And obviously I'll explain them when we go to them. But the basic premise of this deck is it's your classic like go wide ninja deck, bunch of on hits, and that's the other big sell. We have a lot of on hits. So like on hit make tigers, on hit draw, on hit go again, on hit tiger, on hit +1. You're kind of just making your opponent want to interact with you and just giving them numbers and numbers and numbers that they think they need to block, and you have like other on hits that aren't on cards where because we have Salt and we have Fluster Fist. And you're like, how does Fluster have it on hit? Well, it has like the Salt text of your previous cards named Open the Center, which is what one of the reasons of running Mask is for. So we have the Mask package with 1 life of the party and 2 Fluster Fists. This lets us have like enough isolation where this card is just a good card, a good finisher in a vacuum. And then this one is obviously just the one where it becomes like the 0, like the 1 for 6, go again on hit, heal 2. And then the basic premise of this deck is you kind of just do your like go again 4/4/4 lines, and you can run like a full red line, like a full red hand quite easily, and just be really good numbers and efficient. And then you're not really worried about having that situation of you've drawn all reds or all blues. They all kind of work well in their own ways. The all blues obviously still is horrendous, but we have like a less blue ratio for it. So I guess I'll just talk about like some basic like way looks. So this is just like what I would class as like a generic board that's always in, and then we sideboard based on the matchups. So obviously Arcane Polarity is good against Briar, Kano, etc. Blessing is whenever we go first, or any slow longer matchup, so we can set up a like a quote unquote 6-card hand. Life of the parties for the longer games, and I haven't been doing, but it might just be worth running and going first into aggro, because when you're playing these aggro mirrors, it's very like whoever goes second has like a huge lead. So you just kind of want a lot of like what we call scam effects. So blessing is like a scam effect because I get to deal free damage like uninterrupted. Life is like a scam effect because it's just a really efficient rate. Like if I get it on early enough, it's really good. And then these are just like, yeah, so these are good for like very long games or trying to scam when I go first. I currently only have the blessings. I'm not got the lives, but I'll talk about that because I've sideboarded this for like just what I was like you testing this, and then obviously it doesn't have every deck in the meta, but you can like totally think about that later when it would be relevant. Obviously this is a block card, so on the essence of like, I feel like I needed some equity into some aggro decks because it feels really good into anything non-aggro. Like it feels so insanely favored into non-aggro decks because it's kind of like the same as a Kadachi, but you're just getting +1 value. So like Kadachis are 1 and 2, and then this is going to be 2 and 2, so it'll be like, so it's 4 value rather than the 3 with the Ira abilities. So it just feels really clean. You just always do the chip at value stacks really nice. And then Razor's similar, like when you're going second, or you want to just like, when it pretty much is just if you don't have your blessings in, you just want extra like scam or extending, it's really good. Reinforces whenever stuff like Valda has dominates. I don't know if you need to, like, this deck is, the generic principles is all done, but like, obviously if you want to like hyper optimize min-max ratio, like 1 or 2 of these little things different, do it. And then obviously yellow Tiger Eye Reflex is really good. For a while, I was running blue Tiger Eye Reflexes. And they felt really nice, but I decided I just wanted more proactive blues in a bit. And this is also just like an extra pseudo blessing. This could in theory be yellow for how low the deck is, and you're not actually needing the blue all the time. So this could be a yellow, just so if you do see it, it's an extra number. But there was moments where we were testing Sift, so we could just have like all of these blessings and just try and high roll it to seeing one on like turn 0 when we go first and just improve our win rates. And for similar reasons, we used to have like untames and scraps, but it felt like there's just too many 1 costs. And I just want to make the hand be able to function with like as low to the floor as you possibly can. But so I have the Rabble in for now, but the Rabble could just be, it used to be like a 1 cost, or it could just be an additional blue if you feel like you needed the resources. Oh yeah, because there are some like 1 for 5s and stuff that are missing. And the blues are just, and another thing being Khak-Ira is we have like some like extra. Obviously we all have, so the blessing and the flying kick are the main ones currently that we have that are different. We still run some of these 0 cost ones because they kind of just work too well as like a natural pitch stack of where you get to go like weapon, feign, ask Tiger Mind, Tiger for 1, key for 2, and then like you had like your chest for example, then you could just go like flying kick at the end. It's just like you just get to really go like these long wide chains, and then the long wide chains with all the tigers and all the other generation works really well with like the flusters and the salts. Yeah, this is kind of like how it's been. It's kind of been designed to like never really like feel like you've bricked, and to like try and have as high win rate as possible going first against aggro, because against any slow matchup you'll just win quite easily. Just to give you a look at what the boards look like. So aggro going first, you want your blessings to try and hit on turn 0. You want your block cards, and then I used to run Blade Beckoner, but I think this is better to just see if you spike one of this. Like, cause it's like, let's say like dream scenario, you go first, you're like blessing, you play like a red blessing, you have like a Flusterfist arsenal, and then you do like this 6-card go wide hand, and at the end of it you cash in your mask, like a Flusterfist for like 10. And it's just like so impossible for someone to come back from that type of situation. It's kind of like, even though you've lost the dice roll, you've you've done all these things to like win the dice roll. And then second is kind of just, we remove the blessings, we run the blade back and a little bit more consistency. We're raising our floor rather than raising our ceiling. We have some of these extenders that are just like, if I hit this, like if I go snatch and then I go razor on the snatch, it's just like an absolute blowout against any aggro deck. And the Briar is like kind of the same, but you just have polarity. Let me just, Florian and Oldhim are like pretty much similar layouts, but there's like 1 or 2 card difference splashes. So Florian is, I have the polarities, and then I just run like this, just really just extenders, all is, and I'm just always going off, playing like really good, efficient, long, big like chained hands. And I'll do some setup turns with the blessings, or like Arsenal 5 cards when I see like my life of the party. But it's just like, you can't like just block this deck out. It's just really impossible of how like, the 2 is also just really annoying, so you get to go like 2s. Like, people can't just be giving you cards all the time. And if they don't give you cards, they're just again chipped out of the game real quick. And Oldhim is pretty much the same type of design, but we run the Khak-Ira over the polarity. And then valda is just a bit more of the block cards. The setup cards are still good against these decks, because you can do like a bit of block, a bit of setup, and then play the 5 card hand. And then sometimes, because their decks are just full of like ways that I can't like convert the hand efficiently all the time, that if you just do like a little bit of chip and then you just go setup, it can really blow a game out. So I don't actually have any recordings of this deck. I'm gonna just try and find someone live on Talishar. So we're gonna skip to see when that happens. And we're back. So we have Oldhim just joining our game just now. So I'm gonna click the Oldhim buttons. Play all these extenders, all these like cards that don't extend, we'll put them up. I chose to go second because a little bit of tempo-y, and then if I see a Khak-Ira, I'm obviously very happy. This is just an example of like this hand working really well. And you also see we don't even need to have a resource card in this hand, like really function. A blue or yellow would be nice. So we're just going to do some chipping on this turn. And we're kind of just hitting him a little bit, just to like make sure that he can't just like fully AFK into us. Oh. I'm gonna put this on the top of my deck. So he took 2 damage to do that. So this is a good trade, right? We're doing like a little bit of chip. He's gonna have to interact with us a little bit, and then we're just gonna play this pounce and key, depending on what's happening. Okay, the fact that he's not blocking is making me definitely want to attack him. Okay, I think Oasis is a bad card right now. I think it's a bit too low. I think he's gonna give me like 1 card, maybe take 1 damage, then potentially hammer us. If he hammers us, I'm just gonna give all my armor, potentially just go off. If he gives armor here, he's probably looking to play a 3 for 7. That's kind of funny. He looks like he did the legs. I think he wanted us to hit. He's not doing a 3 for 7. Wait. Oh. So we have a hand that's like, it's like really nice, but it's like almost, it's just not there, unfortunately. Because we can't play this, we don't have the resource for blue. If the blue One of these was a blue bead side. We get to go snatch, go again into the tiger eye body, and then I'm probably just gonna pitch this into this. So I'm just gonna think, do I want to? I'm gonna. Make our opponent think we're gonna use these. I'm wondering if I need to worry about. I will just block it if we have to. Oh, ice earth. Hell yeah. That means I can put this on the top. Perfect. Actually really nice. Got a bunch of like gods and things. But yeah, we're just gonna do some like chip damage this turn. Oasis. Launch. Funny. But now we get to have a big turn. Oh, I lied. We do all 1 costs. Okay, next turn's the big turn. Right, guys? Right, guys? Next turn. Next turn, we're doing the big turn. Well, effectively, this Oldhim deck looks to be max AFK, so we're going to have like negative punishes happening for us to do flex goals into blessing. I have a feeling that he might have a disruption attack here, but not much I can do regarding that. I just let this hit me, you know. Play for like a bigger second cycle. And it's kind of like, so I get to go Scar, fighting, attack with this, match, Arsenal this. Been a funny game. I've drawn 0 blues. I'm probably gonna be. My deck has 12 blues. I'm gonna draw a hand of all blues. And then yeah, just a little case so I didn't need to use the armor that 1 turn. I could have, in theory, if I saved the armor, I could have then blocked with one of this. Denied disable, have the life, being like a similar situation. But we can still use this mask on the other one, on this. Oh, getting the chest here is so nice. All these turns with 1 resource has been crazy. But as you can see in this game, we've the Blessing Tiger. So the Blessing still got to do 3 damage for us, which is big. Yeah, we just hit him with this, get more armor from him. He has to give us legs, a card, and his shield. If it's another 2, if it's a 2 block, then it's gonna be really bad from Oasis. Oh, he just lets us redraw the card that he ice reacted. Interesting. I want to try and set up so I can go. No, I'll just push numbers a bit. He's decided to keep a card. I think this might be like a... It must be a staunch. My spidey senses are tingling it's a staunch. Oh, wait. I forgot we had the vigor. I can just do kind of everything I wanted. So this is gonna get his staunch probably. This is either a red. I think this is a red staunch or a red attack. But a red attack, I feel like he would have denied the snatch. It just seems weird not to try and deny the snatch. I could break legs. Yeah. I have one of these left. I have one of these. I get one value from the leg. I go 4. I think if I like AFK a little bit too much, he might punish it. But I'm about to draw so many blues, so I don't actually mind it. Okay, I'll see what happens. Might be a little greedy, but we'll do the legs here. I don't feel like I'm gonna struggle for tigers the rest of the game. There's an oasis. Intriguing. I think so. This is either a red attack or a red staunch. So we'll see now. It's a staunch. Staunch. In here, we're gonna go like low numbers. So I'm gonna do 2. Oh, this is a 3. Maybe I make it 4 then. Maybe I just do this as a 4. But we're just gonna do like similar things. We're just gonna poke him and then set up a blessing. Interesting. You have 2. I just want to do free. He's got so many block cards in his deck. But we'll let him get some value from a block card. Box 4? Yeah. That's what I thought. Block. Him having a staunch is really bad for him. Especially because he's used his oases, all this stuff. Like maybe he's waiting for a turn to get like a Colors of Aria value. Oh, so yeah, so like this is fun. There's something you can do. So this blessing has plus. Oh no, this is the tiger. Oh, one sec. You attack with the other tiger. I want to attack with the other one, so it's like 1 and 1. Yeah, I want to attack 1 from this, and then 1 from the blessing. Just be like really annoying. He's stuck with a staunch that he can't. I could try and go for the cluster. Probably just not worth. Keep being annoying. Ah, blue bastions. Counted. So if this hits, I'll do the same thing again, where I'll do the 1 and the 1, but it didn't hit. I'll just do my tiger for 2. Not really worried about being like fatigued by damage. I'm okay to just launch. I'll lay low. Also makes sense. Pitched a bunch of reds with a blue from the second cycle and life the parties in one of the second cycles. Look what's on top out of a deck. Flying kick blue. I thought we've shown him what we have. React? Let's react. A weapon for free. He blocks free, I'll give it +1. Block free. Poking him down. If you This has to be a red staunch. Let's see what happens. Oh. The blues we were expecting to eventually see. I don't want to. Alright, let's think about a turn now. So we can do pitch this. Go for 2. And you can do this. Have 2. Two, 4, 5. I don't know why I pitched the first thing. I think I might have pitched it. I don't really mind the damage. I can do a big enough turn. I guess this is. Maybe I keep this as a. Pitch this up. Yeah. So greedy and he gets so rewarded. Yeah, I have to. strings. Probably not. Arsenal weapon me. There's the storm. Hands have been one blue away. Next hand is Bittering Blue Life. I could probably just off on this. I don't have the Tiger on this one. All for 4. React. Okay. The Gohan. You know he doesn't have a redstone. Bigger number. It's in there. Sure. See if I can find an aggro one. Well, I've got you get while I'm still. I'm gonna put this on pause soon. And we have an aggro mirror. I'll choose first for the video just to show. I think everyone knows how to play these type of decks going second. So we'll try and see what we're trying to do when we go first. What? Bro, unfortunate. We didn't find an aggro deck. We kept finding Oldhims. I feel sorry for the Oldhim people I was leaving. Nothing personal, I just wanted to try have something else on for sure. Fell into a Kano now. I don't know if I want to run Blessing. Extra pitch. The extra. That's I'll take the extra pitch. Please spell me Kano, please! Please, oh my god, please! Holy shit, please don't pass. I'm gonna cry a million tears if they pass. This is one of the downsides of having the block cards in, is I used to have like better extenders in the ready. It's like you have like Untamed or like some other stuff, and then maybe an extra blue. I'm not sure how much this helmet's needed, because this helmet used to kind of just be like an extra blue flexi slot, and then like play around with this a bit more. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. I could have maybe made this 5 for better on hits. They don't block as well. But we'll see. Yeah, that's on me. Oh, if I made that 5. But also, you can kind of look at these hands. In a situation we were like, let's say we were against a different deck. Like, we could have just blocked 6 and then done like a 4-2 on like a 1 card, which is pretty nice. And yeah, we should have done the 3-5. Doing the 4-4 is just not. Oh, wait, they're attacking me. What is this premium value? What the? I'd be mauling if I was my opponent. Let's attack on me this punished. A spell? No spell. Wait, that's so funny. Okay, we're gonna do something fun here. So we get to go. Okay, we can't do what I wanted to do. But we can do something adjacent. So we're going 4 into 4, 5. 4. I assume this is what he kept. I think they're going to try and cash in their arms here. I'm like bluffing. I'm doing something other than weaponing. Then, but we all know I'm weaponing. It's floating a +3 on the stack. I could pass in theory. Or I can go for a 2 and a 1. I'm okay to spell void. I don't need AB3. AB2 is enough for me. Oh, Khak-Ira, my 2 and my 1. They're probably going to use Kano stuff and then their arms to block. They should do it now before this is on, technically, it's stack on the trigger, so I have less spell void. Oh, no, I have spell void 6 now. So any spell they do is getting spell voided. What was another D react? Oh, that's so. Got a block with the arms. Oh, wait, no, it's still. I forgot you can make this a. Bro. Around 24? Oh, and then. Learned our lesson this. And then this is now the fun part of flex clause. It's now 5 on hit deal 1. So like they're probably dead here. This will reveal a blue, it always does. My god, ravenous rabble. Honestly, this card could be cut, but like, it's a little. I think it's just. I think having like a head jab is just worse. Nimblism is like a fun idea because we have all these. We have all these like on-hit stuff. So having a Nimblism card is interesting. The rabble is also could just be a 1 cost again. The 0 cost is just feels more fluid for the game plan. Yeah, you just kind of throw a killer Kano. Good part of the deck. We had a bit of a high roll on the double polarities. Oh, a 5. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna pause. See you guys soon. Hopefully we find an aggro deck. We found a 5. Hell yeah. It's probably not like the most meta thing, but it'll be enough to show what we're vibing with. So he's made us go first. So I go first. I'm just gonna try and mulligan the hand. Let's see if we can like. We're probably gonna take damage on turn. Oh, it's not too bad. This is like interesting. And I want to make him block a little bit more. That should maybe fake a razor reflex, but I think that's overthinking it, but the snatch doesn't have inherit go again. I think I'm expecting that might be a little bit too safe, but might be in the situation of I think we might get a bit more. We're gonna get some finishes I don't want. And maybe this makes them like overthink with blocking a card they didn't want to block with. Or maybe he just decides to block like with everything, playing around Razor Reflex. It's just kind of all really there to force interaction. Oh, I knew it. I knew it so badly. Okay, so we can block for like 6 value in this hand quite happily. Yeah, this hand would be so much worse with 2. Hopefully he does more than 4 damage so we can scar him and then scar him again. Oh, if he does exactly 4, it might be annoying. Oh no, he's gonna do at least a little bit more. Patience. Okay, how am I in a card then? Oh, Roger's killing me. Block card. Ooh, Fluster is nice. Oh hell yeah, this hand. So he's hell? I actually don't know enough about fire enough to assault or anything. Don't know if I should be thinking about blocking this. We currently have a hand that plays. Happy to see what happens. Why isn't none of this try to block? Just in case. Just in case. So if I block here, I'm like isolated against I mean, I say it against a lava burst being really bad for me. I can just go 3 and 3 and I go like 1 and I go 3 and I take. If I don't block him, I just tiger me as a coach, make it quite bad. I block because it also makes this feel a bit weird. Yeah. It's not lava, but I could give up both of these to look for. Travel. pretending like this is gonna. This might mind control my opponent to like blocking a little bit actually in a weird way. Oh. I had a growl here, it would have been like game losing block ever. But this is a real advertisement in Ravenous for blue, huh? Doesn't give me a card, and yes, cards after this. Oh, the end. Like we're still fine, but it's just kind of funny. Would have been like win the game on the spot if that was a red. Now he knows that. Now he knows I have a +1 reaction as well. See if he does a quick. See if he wants to. Go long to find. The quick one just throw the deck. Ah, happening. Okay, I think that's enough. Just to see you guys understand how it works and functions, and you want to try it out yourself. I think there's like a bunch of things that I'm like always thinking about, and it's always like, do I want a 13th blue? Is this Ravel really worth having it as an extender? Have I reduced the 1 cost a little bit too much? It's 6 main board usually most of the time, and then the way it kind of works is if you see a blue, they're like really good efficiency, and then if you don't have a blue, you just use the chest to like scam them out, and then against the slower decks, you just have time to like mold your hands into like these really unfair play patterns for them, as you saw against the Oldhim. I think as it works, it's quite good. So the on horizons and the reinforced lines are like the most questionable. Are they actually needed? I obviously didn't have the time to like rep this to hell. If I was going to PT or Shanghai at the time, because this deck's like 10 days old. If I was doing any of these, I would have probably like give you all these cool information, but I'll just put this out there. It's a sick. I think this deck's really cool. I think this might be like the best version of Ira. I think the Kadachi one has a lot of limitations, and then the need of so many blues and expensive cards, it just forces the deck to have like inherent failure functions. And I think a bunch of them in the Shanghai didn't go undefeated because of these like fail rates built into the deck. And this type of thing has like, obviously you saw I didn't have optimal hands, and some of the hands were a bit whatever, and some of them was really brick against the Oldhim. I kept drawing too many reds and no blue, not one blue. But even then, in those full red hands, I was able to still manufacture good numbers, constantly interact with my opponent, which I think is the true strength of like this type of deck. And if you're watching this in Japan and you're qualified for the showdown, and you play this, please at me on Twitter and let me know how it goes for you. If not, or like leave a YouTube comment or whatever, but I think it might be too late in Japan right now. But anyways, that's me. Thanks for watching, and peace.